Marami ngayon ang bumabatikos kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Ito nga ay matapos na maisambulat sa publiko ang katotohanan sa pangungurakot umano nito sa confidential funds. Lumabas din itong nakaraang araw ang di umano'y relasyon nina Senator Bato de la Rosa at VP Sara at ang pagkakaroon ng anak ng dalawa. Ayon pa sa balita, matapos nga daw ang mga isyong kinahaharap ngayon ni VP Sara ay tila iniwan na ni Bato sa ere si VP Sara at isinama sa pagtatago ang kanilang anak. Narito panoorin ang video kung paano nabuking ang lahat-lahat kay VP Sara Duterte.
Attorney Ucias admitted that he has received envelopes. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong, no? It can be an appreciation thing or a love gift, whatever it might be. I don't think it's wrong. Pero if that is actually the habit of the secretary to give envelopes to her people, I wonder if only Yusek Mercado or you receive envelope. Perhaps Yusek Mempin should also say something about that, or anybody here among the Tepet family. Because as I've said, no, when you receive an envelope, there was no thinking that there's anything wrong with that. Wala kaming inaiisip na masama yan. No, just, you know, you're under oath and just tell us about it. And thank you for telling us that. Yes.
Sir, again, I must say that when I was called and received an envelope, initially I thought that it is how it is in DepEd because I did not come from DepEd. So, to be honest, I was grateful because it helps a lot. No, I am from the province, so parang nakakatulong.
Where were you before, Attorney Ucias? Before you went to DepEd, where were you before?
I spent more or less 25 years in another agency, sir.
In the private?
No, government also.
Government
sir.
then?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
I just came across the DepEd, yung posting.
So you were thinking that, receiving an envelope is just something that that happens in DepEd once in a while, or and you're grateful. I really appreciate that. No, as I've said, we're not thinking of anything wrong in receiving those envelopes. We're just wondering, how many of a DepEd family receive envelopes too? We're just wondering. If Attorney Ucias was able to say and tell us the truth about that, and perhaps Yusek Mercado, Yusek Mempin, can you say something about that?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. For me, sir, I have not received any envelope coming from ASEC Sunshine.
Oh, you have not received any envelope?
Yes,
so,
Your Honor, for me, sir.
Ibig sabihin, only some special people receive envelopes like that. And you're not too special, am I? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not aware of it, sir.
Can you say something about that? You're the spokesperson.
Yes, sir. When I was Hope, sir, I became Hope. No, I can categorically say I was not able to receive a single envelope at all. But I do remember sometime December 2022 or early December, I did receive an envelope, just minimal amount. And at times, pag nagsasabi, may mga times kasi, sir, na candidly, medyo napagalitan ako because nag-aabono daw ako. Because when people come to me as a spokesperson, sometimes they tell problems, I would give, at the end of the day, ang kailangan lang pala nila, 3,000, 5,000. So nagbibigay ako personally. So there were instances, occasional, although not regularly, not like monthly at all, that I would receive, but not from ASEC Shine. I would, when I would tell the VP, like nung Christmas, the VP gave it to me herself.
Well, there are times.
But yes, I did receive occasionally.
There are times, when you appreciate stuff. Ako rin, ganun eh. When I appreciate my stuff, I would sometimes give envelopes.
Yes, sir. But occasionally, yes.
Kahit na maliit ang amount. The thing is this, Attorney Monsayak, you promised that you're going to submit a rebuttal to.
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, I only learned today that I was being directed to submit the documents, and I will comply, Your Honor. Before the next hearing date, I will submit the documents requested of me, Your Honor.
Before
the next hearing date, Your Honor. I'm just gonna compile it and submit it to the committee, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, how many days will it take?
Maybe 3, Your Honor. Maybe 3.
3 days. Okay. We will expect that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, can I just make a manifestation?
Yes, please continue, Congressman Abante.
I have a very high regard on the armed forces. Very high. You are professional soldiers. Yusek Mempin, correct? Major General Bajau, Colonel Baransing, all of you. Very high regard ako sa armed forces of the Philippines. Okay? Like my good friend here, Congressman Akop, who used to be a general. Masyadong respect ko sa inyo. I hope that you're going to remain above politics. Because, listen, your only accountability is to the Commander-in-Chief. No one else. Not the mayor, not anyone else, but the Commander-in-Chief. And that's the President of the Republic. Of course, that includes the Secretary of the Public National Defense. So please, I'm asking you, sana ma-maintain ninyo yung high regard ko at high regard ng maraming tao sa inyo. Please be above politics. Yun lang po, manifestation ko.
Yes, Senior Deputy Speaker, Don Gonzales.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Meron lang akong gusto i-clarify. Yung Youth Leadership Summit, that's under DepEd po? That's under college students, di ba po?
Hindi po siya under DepEd as far as I know, sir.
Bakit narinig ko na YLS, the Youth Leadership Summit, palaging may gastos? That's under the our college students, di ba?
Hindi ako yung makasagot.
Attorney, sino po ang sasagot?
Kasi kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan.
Major General Bahaw.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Your Honor. Well, kadalasan po, Your Honor, ang mga partisipante nito ay mga youth, high school students, and college students po. Kasama na rin po ang mga out-of-school youths and even yung mga IP youths natin. In the case of Mindanao, kasama dito yung mga Muslim youth po, Your Honor.
So meaning halo-halo po sila, not only college students?
Yes, Your Honor. Across all sectors, lalo na yung mga kabataan po, Your Honor, na walang access po talaga sa education, ito po yung mga inuuna natin sa ganitong klaseng mga summits.
Salamat po, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. We will now proceed to our last interpellator, the Honorable Franz Castro. You are recognized.
Maaga pa, Mr. Chair. Hindi ako sanay na maaga pa tayo. Uuwi.
Mr. Chair, huwag mo namang gawing quadcom to, please.
Well, unless, of course, may mga gusto pang mga follow-up questions.
Okay. So, seryoso kasi. Pero seryoso po ako, Mr. Chair. So, napansin ko lang, Mr. Chair, dun sa paggamit ng confidential funds in three quarters, parang pare-parehas ang amount, 37.5 million. No? So talagang hinati, no? Inatado ng ano. In the first quarter, yung 37.5 ginamit ng 39 days. On the second quarter, 69 days. On the third quarter, 68 days. So dahil pareho yon, ano po ba yung kaibahan? Ito yung DepEd. Ay, by the way, Mr. Chair, pinatawag na po ba natin itong Edward Fajarda? Nag-motion na po ba tayo para ipatawag?
Meron po tayong inisyu kanina na subpoena at testificandum.
Okay. Kasi siya yung naglabas ng pera at By the way, sino po yung nag-prepare ng accomplishment report sa DepEd, Mr. Chair?
Attorney Powa.
Mr. Chair, I would assume it would also be the SDO at that point. Hindi po...
SDO Fajardo.
Opo, kung sino po yung nakapirma. Hindi po ako familiar kasi dun sa accomplishment report, but I think it's prepared by the SDO as per the rules.
Okay, so siya yung naglabas ng pera, siya rin yung nag-report nito.
I think yun po yung requirement, Your Honor. I don't have a copy, but I can look for a copy of the accomplishment report.
Hindi, yun nga. Yung accomplishment report, eto na lang, kung walang copy ang DepEd. So, ang tanong ko lang po, eto ba, tatanungin ko ba kay Fajarda, bakit 39 days with the same amount? Yung other quarter, 37 million din, 37.5 in 69 and 68 days. Can you answer
Mr.
that?
Chair,
Please
Mr.
continue.
Chair, Your
Attorney
Honor,
Powa.
hindi ko po, and Representative Franz knows this, no, I'm very straightforward with you all the time, pero hindi ko po talaga alam yung sagot dyan sa pag-operationalize ng confidential funds. So, unfortunately, hindi ko talaga kayo masasagot, ma'am.
So, sinasabi ba, Mr. Chair, ni Attorney Powa na it is Edward Fajarda and the Vice President Sara Duterte yung bumuo nitong accomplishment report?
I have no personal knowledge kung sino po mismo yung nagbuo, but I'm only saying that because of the signatures found in the accomplishment report, Your Honor.
Okay, napakahalaga, Mr. Chair, na mapatawag talaga si Vice President Sara Duterte together with Fajarda. Kasi katulad nung observation natin sa 125 million na OVP na misuse, parang may nakakakitaan talaga natin dito, no, ng problema ng misuse. Like katulad niyan, 37.5 million. So ano ba yung kaibahan ng mga activities nitong mga to? Kasi kung titignan natin, Mr. Chair, isa lang po, isang set lang po yung activities, no, yung tinatawag nilang program project activities, counter-insurgency programs, abuse prevention and control within schools, anti-illegal activities operations, anti-extremism, terrorism programs. So dito, makikita natin yung mga accomplishment. So sa first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, Mr. Chair, pare-parehas ang sinasabi, no? Prevention of recruitment by NPA and other communist leftist group towards teachers and students. 100% daw implementation ng mga activities. So, ang tanong ko lang, Mr. Chair, sino ang niloloko neto? Di ba? Itong mga ganitong mga report. No, kung i-analyze natin itong mga ganitong report na parang i-accept na lang natin, ang COA, i-accept na lang natin through hook and sinker, itong isa na submit ni Sara Duterte at saka nitong si Fajarda, kung sila man talaga yung gumagawa nito, sino lolokohin natin dito sa sinasabi nila, no, na wala na daw, na prevent na raw yung recruitment. Number 2, ito pong counter-insurgency programs na ito, Mr. Chair. Itong abuse prevention and control within schools, anti-illegal activities, anti-extremism. Ito po ba yung talagang pinaka-problema ng mga eskwelahan natin? Para kay Yusek Powa, alam ko ikaw, nung DepEd Secretary ka, we talk, no?
Undersecretary.
Ay, Undersecretary. Ko na agad ang pinromote. Di ba nagtutok tayo ng mga problema sa schools? Di ba? So, tingin mo ba itong apat na to, ito yung talagang problema natin sa eskwelahan na kailangang gamitan ng confidential funds para maituloy yung programa natin sa eskwelahan?
Well, Mr. Chair, if I may respond.
Yes, please continue.
Well, sa totoo lang po, honestly, isa siya sa mga problema, pero hindi lang po siya yung problema. Napakarami po talaga nating problema, especially nung time ko sa DepEd, and I've discussed it with Congresswoman Castro several times. So, I cannot naman po say it's not one of the problems because may mga reports nga na umabot sa atin na may ganyang problema. But I would say na it's one of the many problems in basic education.
Yes, mas ano yung problema like yung grooming, ito yung binanggit ni Sara Duterte nung tinanong ko, saan mo gagamitin yung confidential fund, Mr. Chair? So tinanong ko sa noong 2022. So sabi for grooming daw, etc. Pero nakita naman natin problema ngayon, di ba? Mga bullying, no? At iba pa na related, pero mukhang hindi ito yung nakikita nating pinaka-problema, no, sa mga eskwelahan natin. Kung titignan natin ito, Mr. Chair, parang ginawa lang ito para ma-justify lang yung confidential funds na 150. Nakita naman natin, Mr. Chair, doon sa palitan kanina ng interpellation ng mga nauna. So itong mga ginagawa na ito na certification, Mr. Chair, hindi ito project ng DepEd. No? Ay hindi ito ginawa at hindi ito pinondohan ng DepEd. Hindi nga alam ni ni Attorney Powa itong mga activities na to. Hindi nyo naintindihan. Pero nakita natin, Mr. Chair, sinubmit. Ano ba to? Pinractice ba natin dito na yung parang sinasabi natin na hindi natin iniintindi? So, ito ba, Mr. Powa, Attorney Powa, sinubmit nyo na lang ng walang pagkaintindi? Hindi ba kayo nagtanong kay former USEC Memphis, ano itong mga ito?
Please answer, Attorney Powa.
Mr. Chair, with all due respect, ma'am, hindi naman po sa hindi inintindi. Humingi po ako ng reports na evidencing success para as required by COA. Nung nakita ko po yung report, ang pagkakaintindi ko po is hinold yung mga seminars due to coordination and information received from DepEd. So I took the certification
as is. Mr. Chair, patuloy na kita dyan, Attorney.
Opo.
Malinaw naman kanina doon sa interpellation na wala itong relasyon dito sa activity ng DepEd. Ni wala ngang MOA, Mr. Chair. Di ba? So hindi mo pwedeng gawin ito na justification para bang Mr. Chair, sa eskwelahan, hindi ka makapag-liquidate. Ngayon kulang ka ng ilang thousands. So ang gagawin mo ba, maghahanap ka ng resibo sa kung saan na pwede mo ipamasak doon sa liquidation ng confidential funds. So parang ito kasi, yung certification na ito, Mr. Chair, this justifies yung sa hinahanap ng COA na kulang na 15 million. Pero syempre may question nga ako, no? Paano ba ina-analyze ng COA itong mga ginagastos na ito sa confidential funds? Parang tanggap na lang ito. So okay na po yung kay Attorney Powa, no? Narinig ko na yung justification kanina. So sabi natin na kanina, Mr. Chair, na sige, hindi naintindihan nyo naman po ito na isinabmit sa inyo at isinabmit nyo sa COA. Pero hindi pa kayo nag-scrutinize, hindi pa kayo nagtanong. Para saan ito? Bakit ganito yung sinabmit ni USEC Powa sa inyo? USEC Mempin sa inyo po, Attorney Powa.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, please answer.
To be perfectly candid, Mr. Chair and Your Honor, ang dami ko pong trabaho nun sa DepEd. One of them was to comply with AOM. I'm not using that as an excuse. One of them was to comply with AOM. So kung ano pong documentation available at that time na nasa OSEC or binigay sa amin, binigay sa OSEC, yun na lang po talaga yung sinubmit ko sa COA. Of course, I read the documents, Your Honor. If I respect the opinion of the good Congresswoman, I maintain the fact na yun po yung impression ko na because there was already coordination and information from DepEd that I wasn't even sure if it would suffice, but at least that was a documentation that was provided to us, and so I had to submit it in compliance with COA po, Your Honor.
So sa tingin ko, Mr. Chair, hindi ito suffice to justify yung paggamit ng confidential funds. Narinig naman natin na walang relasyon ito dun sa confidential funds. So saan napunta? Ang tanong dito, saan ginamit? Saan napunta? At kanino napunta? etong tinatanong natin na 15 million na confidential funds na hindi na hindi nakita po ng COA. Mr. Chair, sino pwedeng sumagot nun?
Mr. Chair.
Please answer, Attorney Powa.
With all honesty, under oath, hindi ko po masasagot kung
Okay.
dahil wala po akong personal knowledge dyan.
Ang kanina kasi may nag-withdraw ng pera no sa Land Bank. Tama ba, Mr. Chair? Doon sa mga interpellation kanina. At sino ba sa ating colleague na nagsabi na kung paano nabuhat itong 37 million?
Ako, Mr. Chair.
Mula, si SDS. So, itong 37.5 million na ito, ibig sabihin, cold cash ito na ang nag-disburse lang. It's either si Fajarda o si Vice President Duterte. Sila lang talaga yung nakakaalam, Mr. Chair. So, sinasabi natin dito na talagang talagang significant yung presence ni Vice President dito. Well, sa COA, ngayong alam niyo na po. By the way, saan pong justification? Saang PPA po siya? Sa counterinsurgency? Tama po ba sa COA? Saang justification itong certification na to? So is this certification for the whole 3 quarters? Mr. Chair? Mr. Chair?
Si Attorney,
COA.
you recognize Attorney Camora.
Madam Chair, for yung certification na po yun is for yung mga rewards nung buong quarter na po yun.
Anong quarter po ito? Itong certification na to. 3 quarter Nagpasa sila ng
first and second quarter po yata.
Are you sure?
Yung certification. Kung yung certification po, Mr. Chair, I think it's for the whole year. Although yung sinusupport po niya na liquidation is for the first and second quarter.
Yes. For what PPA? Is it in the counterinsurgency programs?
Hindi po na namin tinignan kung anong...
Have you read the certification? Ano yung sinasabi sa certification? Ito, sinasabi sa certification. Halimbawa na lang, itong Mr. Chair, no, basahin natin. Yung kay Boransing, kay Colonel Boransing. Kung titignan natin yung certification, may 8 activities na sa YLS, 531 participants, 9,428. This was carried out from January 1 to December 1, which resulted to 0 reported CTG recruitment. In addition, this command has implemented hindi ko po alam yan kung ano yan, Complan Tinabangay. So, ang ibig sabihin po, ito ay para dito sa PPA 1, PPA number 1. Kasi for CTG daw to no, yung mga recruitment ng NPA. Ito kung titignan natin, Mr. Chair, yung certification po ni Lieutenant Colonel Panopio, ganun din yon for the elimination ng mga NPA tsaka recruitment, no? Okay, next. At yun din po, yung sa yung sa iba pa na ito information education campaign. So tingin ko para doon sa sa YSL o YLS. So ito para dito sa number 1 PPA po. So yung abuse prevention and control within the school, asan po yung outcome and accomplishment report? Kung ito for 1 year ng PPA 1, asan po yung accomplishment report ng number 2 PPA? Kasi nakalagay dito, reduce abuses against learners. So meron ba tayo, Mr. Chair, na base data kung ilan po yung abuses within the year? Kaya nasabi ni BP at nasabi ni Fajarda na-reduce na daw po yung abuses against learner. Asan po yung accomplishment report nito? Kasi hindi natin pwedeng tanggapin lang ito na ganito lang. Mr. Chair, where is it?
Mr. Chair, ito lang po yung na-receive namin. So, at that time po, na-deem sufficient na sa payment of rewards po.
Ito, sufficient na? Sufficient na po ito dito sa 4 na PPA, Mr. Chair? I cannot accept that. Kasi nakalagay dito, reduce abuses against learners. Ano ba yung baseline? Paano na-reduce? Ilan yung number? Payment of reward, 2 million, 2.95 million. Purchase of supply, 2.69 million. Payment of incentives and traveling, etc. Makikita nyo dyan Mr. Chair. Purchase of information, 2.2 million. May 10 million dito, reduce abuse against learners. So, paano natin masusukat yun? Mr. Chair, ako po mathematics teacher ako. Gumagamit kami ng rubrics. At kami, yung mga teacher, sinusukat sa kung ano yung nagagawa nila. Pero kung ganito, alam niyo po, hindi to papasa as teacher. Kung ganito po, hindi po ito papasa or hindi ito magkakaroon ng, ng record ng VS or S. Baka NI pa to. Kasi wala itong, wala itong justification. So sinasabi ba ng COA, ito na for the whole year, Mr. Chair, yung para sa justification ng 150 million.
Mr. Chair, dun lang po sa rewards, yung 15. Yung sa payment of rewards lang po yun. Hindi po...
Hindi, kaya nga gusto ko makita yung accomplishments. Gusto nating makita yung actual outcome. Ano yung actual outcome? Tinanggap ko na nga yung number 1 O di sige, ito meron ito. Kahit na hindi ito katanggap-tanggap, Mr. Chair, kung bubusisiin ko pa yan. So, asan po yung pag-reduce? Next, eliminate illegal activities within schools. Okay, eliminate illegal activities. Ano ba yung mga illegal activities within the school? Ano yung baseline data? Ano yung mga na-eliminate? Ano-ano tong mga illegal na ginagawa sa loob ng eskwelahan? Meron po ba accomplishment? Conducted surveillance in 119 areas, 100% implementation of activities. So what's this? Walang meaning ito, Mr. Chair, sa atin. Kung titignan natin, kung talagang bubusisiin talaga natin itong confidential funds. So kung ganito yung sinubmit, tinanggap nyo lang yan, tapos sasabihin nyo, ang kulang lang ay yung pagpapaliwanag ng rewards. Kung ako yung auditor, Mr. Chair, hindi ko tatanggapin yon. Ano-ano yung mga sinasabing outcome nito. And next, anti-extremism, terrorism programs, gather information necessary implementation of general peace and order within the department. Ano po yung outcome nito? Ano po yung patunay nito, Mr. Chair?
Yung certification din, Mr. Chair. Like yung iba po may kasamang terrorism, physical harm, criminalities, and drug abuse. It's the same po, yung certification din po.
So meron kayo ng certification?
This the same po na yung sinubmit po ng...
Well, Mr. Chair, hindi po katanggap-tanggap ito na pinayagan ng auditor natin. Etong sinabi ko na, hindi masusukat, sa kahit na tapos gagastos tayo ng 150 million na confidential funds, minus 37 million. So, hindi po katanggap-tanggap to. Ngayon, Mr. Chair, na alam mo na, ngayon alam na ng COA na ito ay para sa justification ng 1 to 4 na PPA. Bagamat din natin tinatanggap, Mr. Chair. At sinasabi ng Philippine Army na hindi daw ito related sa DepEd activities nito. So anong ibig sabihin niyan, Mr. Chair?
Ito po ay support po ng success ng information
Well,
gathering.
naiintindihan niyo po ba ako, Attorney Gloria? Hindi nga ito yung support Kasi sinasabi nila, different ito na activities na separate na ginagawa ng AFP.
Opo, pero...
So bakit gagamitin mo ito dito sa liquidation? At bakit tatanggapin ng COA na ito yung pang-justify doon sa million na confidential funds ni Sara Duterte as DepEd Secretary?
Yun po, yung sa to prove yung success nung program.
No, this is not the success. Success siguro ng
Hindi po, success nung information gathering related to the program po of DepEd and collaboration po yata kasi ito.
Hindi ko yun matatanggap, Mr. Chair. Talagang mayroon talaga tayong gagawing batas para mapahigpit talaga natin and even yung pag-audit ng mga confidential funds, Mr. Chair. Hindi nyo pwedeng mag-submit, kahit na teacher ka, mag-submit na ganyan yung bata. Siyempre, babasahin mo, scrutinize mo, at i-gradean mo. Pero ito, Mr. Chair. So, yun lang, Mr. Chair, ang ano ko dyan, dahil nalaman na ng COA na hindi ito yung mag-justify noong confidential funds ng DepEd in 2023, Mr. Chair, dapat ibalik yung buong ibalik yung buong confidential funds dahil hindi yan makakapag-justify nito. Kahit nasabihin pa natin sa COA yan, hindi ko matatanggap, Mr. Chair, na ito yon, na pwedeng itong pan-justify dito sa sinasabing PPA. So, yun lang, Mr. Chair, kung ito yung magko-cover nung lahat ng accomplishment nitong 150 million na confidential fund minus 37.5 million, ay hindi ko po matatanggap, Mr. Chair. So, yun lang, Mr. Chair, at meron tayong dapat na gawin kaugnay dyan.
Okay, thank you. Before we wrap up this hearing, the Chair would like to recognize the Honorable Congressman Romy Acop.
Points lang, Mr. Chair, na hindi na take up. But for the information of the Honorable Castro, tinanong ko na rin yan kanina pero ang sabi nila, yun po ay ganun talaga ang requirement lang nila in order to liquidate yung confidential fund. But Yusek po, you mentioned something about the AOM. That's why you got certifications from the Philippine Army units. Would that be correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Now, may I ask what was the AOM all about? Ano po yung AOM na sinasabi ni Yusek Pua na basis niya para humingi ng certification sa Philippine Army units?
Attorney Camora.
Mr. Chair, yung first na AOM po for na-issue sa DepEd, which is AOM number 2024-015 po.
What is it all about?
Nandito po yung mga observations namin, yung for the yung first time po nila.
Ano po yung in general, yung gist ng observation po ninyo?
Yung first one, hindi po sila nag-submit ng documentary evidence of payment. Yung second one, meron po kaming, kasi hindi po, yung sa accomplishment reports nila, hindi pa po yung confidential activities or confidential expenses ang nilagay nila. Yung third one is yung sa kulang po yung supporting nila sa payment of rewards. Yung sa number 4 po, dun sa physical and financial plan po nila, hindi naka-indicate yung mga particular confidential activities. And then, sa item 5 po, hindi po properly accomplish yung DV. Ganun din po yung sa observation number 6 po.
Saan pong observation saan pong AM, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, nakalagay yung requirement ng certification ng Philippine Army units? For you to be able to give a credit notice,
it pertains po to number 3, yung payment of rewards to informers. It must be supported with documents evidencing the success of the information gathering and or surveillance activities. Yun po yung...
Matanong ko po kayo, sa certification pertaining to YLS, nasaan po yung information gathering at saka ano pa yung activities na nakalagay doon?
Sa certification itself, wala naman po. Ang na-pick up lang po namin is yung success nung activity nung sa YLS po.
So, even if it is not a YLS activity, pwede nyo tanggapin yung certification. Basta't naging successful. Ganun po ba?
Successful po siya.
Basta't naging successful.
Yung information gathering or surveillance activities po.
Paano nagkakaroon po ng information gathering doon po sa activity ng YLS?
Kung programs po yun ng DepEd, tapos kailangan po nilang yun po, mag-gather ng information on...
Kaya nga, programa ng DepEd yun.
Opo.
Paano natin i-connect yung programa na yun doon sa YLS activities na Philippine Army?
Yun nga po, based sa certification nila, there was a collaborative effort between DepEd and yun po, yung nag-issue po ng certification.
There was a collaborative effort?
Yeah po.
Ng DepEd at saka Kwan?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So that is enough to justify na bigyan nyo sila ng green notice, ay credit notice at mawala na yung observations ninyo sa AOM. Yun po ba yung sinasabi nyo po sa amin?
Yes, Mr. Chair po.
So, Honorable Castro, I will go with you in so far as your observation is concerned. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Honorable Benny Abante.
Just a few questions before we wrap up. No?
Yes, please continue.
Ako naman talaga taga-wrap up kahit sa kwet ko man. Anyway, sa atin pong military, no? For example, Major General Bajau. Alright. Ano ba? Sa elementary and high school natin, matindi ba ang problema sa insurgency?
Major General Bahao, Mr. Chair, may I be recognized?
Major General Bahao, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Your Honor, ang problema ng insurhensiya po ay nandyan pa. Although sa buong Pilipinas po, and I can only speak for Bicol Region na nire-represent ko bilang dating commander, ay pababa na po to.
Okay, na generally speaking, Major Bajau, alam ko Bicol lang, no? Are you a Bicolano?
No, Mr. Chair,
okay.
Your Honor.
Sa Bicol ko lang, pero I think that even Yusik Mempin could be able to say this. Matindi ba ang problema sa insurgency, sa high school and elementary o hindi na? Sapagkat hindi na.
Pababa na po siya.
Pababa na.
Yes,
gano'n po baba, for example? Ilang percent, gano'n po baba? Gano'n po baba?
I can only speak for the 9th Infantry Division, Your Honor. Meron kaming dating 8 guerrilla fronts. Ngayon, mag-isa na lang po ang naiwan na weekend guerrilla front. So, ganun kababa na po.
Meron pa ba tayong mga NPA na mga sundalo na mga minor de edad? Marami pa ba?
Sa pagkangayon po, Your Honor, wala po kaming sasagupa sa aking kapanahunan po.
Wala na. So, ibig sabihin, mas mataas ang issue ng insurgency sa college. sa college, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Therefore, hindi DepEd, dapat CHED. Tama ako, mali?
Your Honor, we categorize the youth po na 15 to 30 years old po. Kasama dito yung mga ibang high school students po.
Ganito na lang yon. If DepEd would have a subject lang kayong mga DepEd family, please listen to me. I say this. Kung meron kayong subject sa high school, for example, on anti-insurgency campaign, on the evils of communism and atheism, mas maganda, di ba? Tama ako, Mr. Monsayak.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi na kailangan pa yung youth summit na binabanggit ninyo na ginagastusan ng confidential fund ng DepEd. Oo. Ngayon, sa college pwede. Sapagkat meron tayong UP, meron tayong PUP. Oo. O meron tayong pamantasan sa lungsod ng Maynila na yan, pwede ba maging breeding place ng insurgency yan eh. Di ba? So therefore, it must be CHED. It must be CHED that should connect with the DND as far as the anti-insurgency campaign should be done. Am I right? Major Bajao?
You're right, Your Honor.
Okay. Yusek Mimpin? Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
O, ganun na lang gawin natin, DepEd. Magkaroon lang tayo ng subject on anti-insurgency sa ating high school, communism and atheism, no? And let us just, siguro kinakailangan na rin natin na atin nang i-promote yung talagang for the love of God and country sa DepEd, no? Ganun din sa CHED. Siguro yan ang kinakailangan gawin natin ngayon. O ito naman, sa COA naman, no? Itong inyong joint circular is a joint circular that have been written na ang kasama dito, DBM, DALG, DND, Governance Commission for GOCC, and Commission on Audit. Am I right?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Yun. Walang DepEd dito eh.
Tama po.
Walang DepEd. So, ibig sabihin, kayong mga sa audit, Commission on Audit, should realize na wala ang DepEd dito. Hindi kasama. Ibig sabihin, hindi dapat magkaroon ng confidential fund ang DepEd in the first place. Hindi dapat magkaroon. And that should have been made improper. Oo. Di ba? O, nakalagay dito, the utilization of such funds is generally confidential and classified by nature, which requires not only strong internal controls in the release and utilization thereof, but also strict accounting and auditing rules to prevent mishandling or improper application of the funds, of which COA has neglected. Attorney.
Mr. Chair.
What is your comment on that?
Attorney Camora.
Mr. Chair, actually po we are...
Binasa ko lang yung nakalagay dito.
Opo, we are currently in talks with the same agencies po na i-amend na po ang joint circular.
Oo.
So, ongoing na po yung talks about the amendment. And I think subject na rin po ito yata. Kasama siya sa court case, so hindi po...
Kayong mga nasa COA, Director, therefore, kung naniniwala tayo dito sa nakalagay sa circular na ito, then COA should strictly account and audit, yan nakalagay to prevent mishandling or improper application of the funds. We are now requesting in this committee, Mr. Chair, na gawin nyo na ito. Attorney, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Gawin nyo na ito.
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Di ba? Please, gawin nyo na yung nakalagay dito. Oo,
Yes, Mr.
para maulit natin to, ha? Malaman po ng taong bayan to. Ito, nakalagay sa Joint Circular number 2015-01, January 8, 2015 to nailabas. Ito nakalagay. The utilization of such funds is generally confidential and classified by nature, which requires not only strong internal controls. Yan. Una yan, ha? In the release and utilization thereof. Number 2, but also strict accounting and auditing rules to prevent mishandling or improper application of the funds. And this is the work of COA. Am I right?
Yes po, Mr.
So,
Chair.
Mr. Chair, we are requesting that COA should now do what they should do to implement this joint circular right now. Because you have always been telling us that you're always mentioning the joint circular. And because of that, nakakalusot yung mga tinatawag nating rentals na yan. Nakakalusot. Walang attachment, walang particulars, hindi malaman kung paano ginamit yan. Bakit yung 78 days na yan, 5 million lamang, pero bakit yung 11 days, 16 million? My goodness, kahit sinong kausapin nyo, kahit hindi marunong na mathematics, sabihin nila, aba, ang taas naman ito. Di ba? Kahit hindi marunong magbasa at magsulat niyan. Pag nakita yung mga figures na yan, ba't ganun? Bakit ganun? Listen, COA, lahat tayo rito, no, ha? Tandaan po natin na ang taong bayan pa rin ang makapangyarihan dito. And the thing is this, no? We still would like to say this, that we are not a government of men, we are a government of laws. And therefore, every law must be implemented properly. And I would like to please suggest to COA, tingnan nyo na maigi ito, and please implement the ruling in the joint circular. Nakita ko at nabasa ko you're using it, therefore, gawin nyo ang dapat mangyari dyan sapagkat strict accounting and auditing.
Yes,
Tama ho
Mr.
ba ako?
Yes po, Mr.
Gawin
Chair.
natin. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair. Yun lamang.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Senior Deputy Speaker, Don
Chairman,
Gonzales.
based on this joint circular, can I have my manifestations? The joint circular needs improvement in terms of evidence of payments and to allow COA to check safe houses, other agreements to ensure validity of the payments. And the joint circular is already 9 years old. Tama mo ba? 9 years old na?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, it needs to update at this point in time, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Before I recognize Congressman Flores, may tanong lang po ako. Since hindi po kasama dito sa joint circular ang DepEd at ang OBP, does it follow na hindi sila covered netong joint circular?
Hindi naman po, Mr. Chair. Ang covered po ng kung sino ang may confidential funds ay yung binigyan po ng Kongreso po natin.
Okay.
Ito lang po yung mga nag-craft ng
joint circular.
may kanya-kanyang role po kasi like si DBM po, sila po yung sa grant. Tapos yung utilization, I think it's more on the ND and DILG since sila po yung involved talaga. And yung audit part po is yung part ng COA.
Okay. The Chair would like to recognize the Honorable Jonathan Flores.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I'm just asking about the spouses Fajarda because they've been mentioned several times during the interpellation of other members. And I was informed by the COMSEC that there was a letter executed by Sunshine Fajarda declining the invitation of this committee, Mr. Chair, on the ground that her position has nothing relevant to contribute to the current investigation. But I think, Mr. Chair, that should be for us to decide whether or not it should be relevant or not. Now, so with that letter declining our invitation, Mr. Chair, I move that we issue a show cause order, Mr. Chair, to determine subpoena ad testificando, Mr. Chair, to compel the presence of Sunshine Fajarda, Mr. Chair.
Is there any second to the motion? Duly seconded.
Second.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried. May we request the COMSEC to issue a subpoena ad testificandum to Sunshine Fajarda, as well as lookout inclusion in the lookout bulletin order request.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. The Honorable Jervil Luistro is recognized.
Mr. Chair, it was clearly established that the certification issued by the AFP was used by DepEd to justify the payment of reward to informers. I just want to have this last question for the AFP. When you issued the certification, were you aware that this will be used to justify the 15 million payment of rewards by the DepEd? Can we hear from Major General Bahaw?
Yes, ma'am. May I be recognized, Mr. Chair? Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
Major General Bahaw.
Of all the letters or certifications issued to DepEd for use
The question, General, is whether you were aware that the certification will be used to justify the 15 million reward to informers.
We are
by
not,
the DepEd.
ma'am.
You are not aware.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we hear from Colonel Panopio?
Mr. Chairman, Your Honor, we are
Colonel
not aware.
Panopio, you're recognized.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Chairman.
Were you
Honor,
aware?
We are not aware, Your Honor.
You were not aware? Colonel Boransing.
Colonel Boransing, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We were not aware, Mr. Chair.
Colonel Sandangan.
Colonel Sandangan, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We were not aware, ma'am.
In other words, Mr. Chair, without the knowledge of the AFP, the certification was issued to DepEd to be able to justify the 15 million that was used allegedly for the payment of reward. To this point, Mr. Chair, we're not even sure whether that money was indeed paid as reward to the informers. Mr. Chair, to call the attention of the COA, I just want to share this very enlightening jurisprudence, Jover versus Field Investigation Office. By turning a blind eye to the irregularities in the allocation and disbursement of public funds, petitioner condoned a practice that deprived many of her countrymen of funds which could have been used for projects to help improve their livelihood. It is not enough that we have submitted ourselves to the loose and relaxed requirement of the Joint Circular 2015-01. While we tolerate all these irregularities, we are causing deprivation of the basic needs of the so many Filipino citizens. I hope that COA realize that. And to close, Mr. Chair, I just want to stand corrected. What I shared earlier is not from Star Wars. It's from Spider-Man. Comes with a great power, is great responsibility. And when we have this public trust, it carries with it public accountability. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Benny Abante, Vice Chairman.
Just would like to air a warning to the one that wrote a letter. No, I think it's the wife of Edward Fajarda. No, questioning the jurisdiction of this committee. No, if she will not attend the next hearing, I'll I will have a motion to cite her in contempt. Mr. Chair, thank you very much.
Mr. Chair, I'm sorry,
Yes,
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Flores.
Just follow up to what Congressman
Please
Chinky.
continue.
No, not Spider-Man or Star Wars, Mr.
Okay.
Chair. Ang question ko lang po is with Colonel Buransing. Sir, if you were made aware that the certification that you were asked to issue was going to be used to justify the expenses of DepEd, would you have agreed to issue such certification?
Colonel Bulanting.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, since we were not informed, I was not informed, it's very hard to speculate on what what I might have done if since it didn't happen.
Okay. I'll rephrase my question. Kung alam mo na hiningan ka ng certification to justify an expense which never passed your office, which you never used, hypothetically, by any office, not just the office of the DepEd Secretary, would you issue a certification, now knowing fully well that it would be used to justify an expense which you never had a hand on?
As with all Army units and AFP units, for example, if there was a multi-stakeholder activity, Mr. Chair, and someone from another agency is asking for a certification, but he or she was not present, we would not issue the certificate of appearance or any certificate for that matter. It's a standard practice for the armed forces, sir.
Thank you. How about you, Colonel Panopio?
Colonel Panopio, you are recognized.
Would you have issued the certification na alam mong...
Same question.
Yeah.
First of all, there was no mention of certification of fund in the... There was no mention of funds in the certification, Your Honor. But if we are aware that it will be used and we did not receive the money, we will not issue the certification, Your Honor.
Okay, I think that's a similar answer, Colonel Sandangan.
You are recognized,
Yes, sir.
Colonel.
I will not.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Meron pa po bang Spider-Man? Wala na po ba? So, kung wala na po, do I hear a motion to suspend the hearing?
Motion to suspend, Mr. Chair.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the committee hearing of the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability is hereby suspended until further notice.